This is a classic. 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 This is a classic.
You are now tuned into Classic Podcast with Flazer, aka Mr. Tsotsi with Klass, aka the only DJ who can rap.
It's your boy Flazer, the motherfucking DJ, the only DJ who can rap, aka Tsotsi Classic, aka Mr. Classic Podcast. Another special episode, man. DOMBOSHABA is the place to be, located in Block 80. So if you want the proper drinks, make sure you go to Easy Lounge at the back of DOMBOSHABA. We're always here every Friday from 1 up until 12 midnight. How about even the lineup? In Nandili Tehela, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come and enjoy with us. This episode is sponsored by Simply Pub and Grill out in Mudipan. Like I always say, man, highly surrounding areas. Mudipan. What else? Bo Odi. Hey, come on. It's in Ziraste. Hey, now look at Ziraste. Rastenbeck. Horoga o tswa go go le slimy ko re kile ra go le slimy kwa ga nna matata. So make sure o tsena go Modipane we go ja manati. If you want the proper food tsa Setswana o tsene go Modipane go Simply Pub o je dijo tse di monate about the coldest drinks. Go there also, very cheap and affordable. Tswana car rental, reliable cars ever tse di rentiwa. How about cross border, locally, Shandeshi? They have the 7-seater nowadays. So how about Shandeshi di thing? How about a family car? Let's only the thing. T's and C's apply, man. How about this discount? They are 10% off. How Obonika Classic Podcast.
Yebo.
Chef Paul. Shout out to Chef Paul, man. Shout out to Chef Paul. Last week in go Cuba, Role Monate blind, he did wonders. Our sponsor, the whole watch party, got the pizza too. It was dope. So one more time, give it up for Chef Paul. Yeah.
I think I guess in the house that was a pizza to fight for one.
Hey, okay. Do you love food?
Oh yeah, I love food.
So much?
Yeah, I'm a good cook.
All right.
That's how much I love food.
Oh yeah, okay. So re Chef Paulo hitale a go bakanyetse pizza e monate.
But of course, I recommend which flavor?
Chicken.
Aha.
Chicken. Best.
Well,
I like pani too.
Yeah. But let me introduce my guest, ladies and gentlemen, the classic viewers. On this episode, we have a voice that has been both a prayer and a pulse for Botswana, a man who grew up singing in church choirs, trained in fashion in Johannesburg, returned to shape a uniquely Botswanan sound that sits somewhere between jazz, folk, and soulful storytelling. Has the man who gave us Oyakai, Boloi, and the album Lorato, a performer who has performed across Botswana and the region, who once judged budding stars on TV and never shied away from telling the hard truth. His name is Tumediso Kariso SHANTI Lo Loeto, songwriter, stylist, mentor, and a musician who refuses to be boxed. So on this episode, guys, we go deep about arts, love, fame, fashion, the hidden cost of being a public figure, and the questions people whisper but really ask out loud. Welcome once again, Shanti fucking Lo. Yeah, no, definitely it's the Classic Podcast without fail. Hello. How are you?
I wonder what people whisper.
Obvious.
Oh Lord.
No, re tla tsena go tsone. Na kana go I'm blunt like that, man. So na nke ke seba na I do ask if I want to know something because
yeah.
Gore ka moso ska utlwa gote kana Flazer. nako no kila heta go seba are
Why didn't you say it to
why
my face?
Flazer ne ke na lwena mo
Yeah.
ke no sampotse ka go tlhalosetsa right
Yeah.
there wa bana
Yeah.
so just in a nutshell tell the classic viewers gore Shanti Lo ke man sentle
Shanti Lo ke tumediso kagiso loeto o tswa ko Kanye.
o tswa ko kanye
Yes.
ao
No say it's ke mo wa
Okay.
ketse. Actually ke motlong.
aha
Okay, ke mina tlo.
aha
So yes, I'm from Kanye. Ke moopedi, as you know, but
Yeah.
I'm also a fashion designer.
yeah
Ke tsene sekolo ko Kanye le mo Gaborone le South Africa.
how before ke go tsana ganong how's the difference between that side ya ka o tsene sekolo ko South Africa and le ka kwana o tsene ka kwa ele primary tertiary
Yes.
and then your experiences that side le ka kwano o ka re go ntsa nyala sharp
Look, ne gona le di opportunities tse dintsi.
that side
That side.
yeah
You knew that if you aligned yourself with media people or with people already established in the fashion industry, because Nikki studies fashion, then you would get somewhere. There were a lot of people to network with, and I think the population, there are numbers.
it does help.
It does help, especially as a creative, because a lot of the things that we do hardly creatively are very niche market based. So you find that house in a population, you can't really do it on the scale that you would perhaps want to do it. Yeah. But having said that, it was also important for me back then to come back.
True yeah
I get anyway. To come back and so give my contribution in the creative
Yeah.
industry.
gore kana ke tswa go
Yes,
dira jana
exactly.
tla ke tle go nosetsa ka kwana
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time, so it needed a lot of nurturing.
yeah true before we continue before ra khakala
Yeah.
re kile ra kopana gantele hela ra tlotla me and the boys wa bana gore kante sentle how should I address Shanti Lo? Are you them? Are you they? Are you she, he, or it? Or
Look, mostly for a person who's non-binary, it would be most common to say they or them. But tell you what, and I don't know if I get a lot of, I get into trouble a lot for this. Nobody has come up to me, but I've always maintained that I don't actually really, I'm not that particular about pronouns. I know that they mean a lot to a whole section of people within the LGBTIAQ community plus Q plus community. So no disrespect to them, but of course I was born male, so even if you refer to me as male, I really don't
have a problem
with it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when hela basically whether a person calls you he or she or them, you don't have a problem. When how it's in your tata.
Interesting, you should add she to the mix. That one is a very specialized few. Yeah, I won't really say who, but I tend to accept it as well, given certain conditions. Yeah. So, it just depends on the context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ibile before other topics, I want us to touch on on LGBTQ, because to some extent, it's I know it's sensitive to a lot of people. Like you've been saying, hey, at the end of the day, we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
We have to address it so that people can be informed.
Yeah. Progress is made through dialogue.
You get.
Yeah.
Shanti le ke utlwile re bua ka industry gore kana back then ne santse le nyenyane e sa tlala e le bathonyana, just few artists ba ne re ba itse gore this our superstars bana le banana re kgona go babala. But nowadays, you know, it's the 21st century, go change. A lot has happened in the past 20 years now. And with you growing up ole Shanti Lo, notes are young when it comes to industry because back then no was popular like now. Gona ana ke gona go thanya e be ke itse gore ke nna o ka skete ke ntse ke le ke a trenda ke tsoga ke bloile ke bukilwe ke le MC ke leng ke. But back then it was very very sensitive. Le re itse gore ke rre ke mme go heletse. You know, the gay stuff, the LGBTQ, it wasn't that popular. No go sa itsaga, no go tshabiwa because of our culture ka re go disitsweng ka teng re le Batswana wa bona. So yana ne ke batla go itse wena gore o khonne yang o acceptilwe yang
and how that affected me in my job. Yeah. First of all, I came into the music industry before the advent of social media. A lot of terms in the creative industry had not been coined yet in entertainment. There was no such a word as an influencer. That started there. But you see, even at that young age, I had a clear plan. I didn't know what the outcome of it would be, but I knew that in this plan, if I concentrated on really honing my craft and being really good at what I did, I'd get somewhere, because I'm old school. I believe that good work and hard work is rewarded, right? So on that basis alone, I knew that I had to focus on music or on honing my craft, especially my stage craft. Then it came to, okay, what do people want to hear from me? And I thought, okay, there's so many genres. Remember, or those that do remember, those that are old enough to remember, I didn't exactly start off doing jazz. I started off doing the then popular music at the time, which was kwaito, and you know, I think you know how the songs would be arranged. There would be a hook in the hale gore rapper wa rapper be go nna le hukunyana hale gore you are a singer like myself go gongwe hale mo beseng wa go tsenya mrapper. It was very popular back then. But then I thought, but I need to attract a more serious crowd. So, and besides, at the time, I had been vigorously learning jazz music and jazz classics because I liked it to start with. I liked the kind of audience that it brought to the fore. And then it made me realize that, oh, if I want people to take me seriously, then perhaps this is the genre that I can pick. I was frequenting jazz clubs at the time. In those days, there was no social media, like I said. But there was a lot of live entertainment in the city. There were a number of jazz clubs. So even before I recorded my first album, I was going around at these jazz clubs, either getting invited to sing or asking to sing.
For free.
But I'd make sure, for free. I'd make sure, we had no concept of what it was to earn really at the time. If you got paid, it was the cherry on top, because the most important thing and chief was to show people what you were made of, what you could do. So I frequented the jazz clubs, where eventually on that circuit of nightclubs, then people knew, oh, if we go there on Friday or Saturday, perhaps we might find Shanti Lo. Perhaps he might give us a song. So
these songs were yours or no? Or let's just.
I was doing covers at the time. So people who understand opera know that the the classics in opera, you've got to do a lot of these composers, Bo Puccini, Bo Mamboma. In jazz as well, we've got jazz standards. We know that if you are a jazz singer, it is your rite of passage to learn a number of songs that we could list that you have to perfect. And that people will judge you from how you interpret them. So that was at the top of my game, really. So when given an opportunity, I made sure that I hit hard. Yes. So right up until I did my first album. Now, your question was, how did I maneuver my way through as a person from the LGBTIA plus Q plus community? By not paying too much attention to what people were saying, because I had already readied myself for that conversation and for the backlash, if you like. Yeah. But I believed in my artistry and my talent so much, because I've been doing this since I was a kid. Yeah. I've been singing for ages. So I trusted my craft so much that I knew that would just fade. And I'm not saying that it wasn't difficult. It was. But I'll be very honest with you. I don't know of any instance where I've been denied work because of that. Yeah. I'm sure it has happened behind closed doors. And in terms of how people received me, I also never got people coming bold enough to come up to me to be negative. It's either you were respectful and positive, or you didn't have the guts to do so. I was that confident. Yeah. So that's how I maneuvered my way through. I didn't pay much attention to it, but that doesn't mean that I was not conscious to it. I was extremely conscious to it. Every costume that I wore, every little, all the nuances that you can think of, 90% of the time they were very much calculated. I had a manager who's late now, may his soul rest in peace, Sos Katumbela. He said, Mchana, rehearse. Rehearse. Can't go wrong with rehearsal. Yeah. You can get even, average musicians and make them great. Yeah. I mean, thanks. Instrumentalists. Yeah. As long as you rehearse. Think about it. Think about how much time Michael Jackson put into studio and in the rehearsal room. Think about how much work Beyonce does. Perfection in this craft. It's not enough to be good at what you do. Yeah. You've got to work hard as well. So I was willing to put in the work regardless of
what people say out there. Yeah. Because I've interviewed few artists from different genres, whether it's hip hop, kwasa kwasa, and there's always that one story whereby when it comes to the music to go out there, to TV, radio stations, interviews, no, hanga ka go tsenya because of 1 2 3, hanga ka go hire because of 1 2 3, I won't play your music because of 1 2 3. So ne ke boletsa gone mo kganyeng gore, have you ever came across your kganyana go tshwana le tse gongwe, you send music on the radio stations, your album gongwe hetsa go e dira go tinya.
I worked so hard that nobody could ignore it. Yeah. Listen, at the time there were no bookers or producers for radio. Yeah. So the host was king. By the way, it also helps to be nice to people. Yeah. Okay? Just be pleasant to people. Yeah. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay, you don't have to be arrogant no matter how good you are. So I counted on a lot of things, you see. So I knew that how can wana wa re o tsenya cassette ya ka ha tlase ga
ka rona go teng di kasa ka pencil o tsentse
la how ka re wa hitla you are going to be called from upstairs, Papa. Why aren't you playing this artist? And also the environment at the time, there wasn't much content. You already mentioned that really few.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much content, local content in a good that was on radio.
And go sena nako tsa bo di DSTV go sena.
Hey.
Konne o tshwanela ke go tshameka local.
In a way, in a way also, at the time, technically, I think because I don't know whether to call it that, or the authentication process thing, and just quality check wasn't really, top notch. They had to take in a lot of stuff. Go Radio Botswana, but I was launched on Radio Botswana many years ago. So
SHANTI LO, how old are you?
Let's just say that I started young, but I've been doing this professionally.
Yeah.
Okay, let's define that. I didn't start when I didn't get professional immediately when I started, so it took a few years.
Yeah.
And I would start I would start counting from when I first released, when I was first published, and that was 25 years ago. Yeah.
25 years ago.
Yeah, it was 25 years ago. So I've been around.
So what are we 75?
Yeah, you could say that. No, as of November this year, we're recording this podcast in November of 2025.
Yeah.
And at the end of November of 2025, I will be turning 43 years old.
43 years old.
So I started pretty young.
Yeah. You mentioned your manager, who's late, may his soul rest in peace. Sauce Katumbela. Yeah. Everybody knew Sauce Katumbela, the man behind, SHANTI LO, the brand. He's a go-getter. And, you guys are intertwined. And after that, the brand of SHANTI LO, you are not, bogged like before, in terms of everything. The performances, a bit down, the brand out there, slowly declining, what happened? Did it affect you some way, somehow? Or you took a step back, or the connection to make everything possible?
Perhaps I should have taken a step back to just mourn. And to answer your question, of course it affected me. Big time, emotionally, psychologically. But at the same time, I had to go on.
Yeah.
Yes, being used, because we were together for 13 years, 13. Being together that long, being taken care of for that long, you are going to stumble.
Yeah.
There's just, you cannot, and he could not have gone at a worse time, the worst time of my life. Because at that point I had already done major jazz festivals, even in the region. First to do this, first to do that. So I had reached sort of my ceiling in my close market, in my immediate market. And that was the time that I needed to be pushed and propelled more to the international market,
Yeah.
especially that I had already put in the work in Europe, right up until the time that he passed away. So yes, it did affect me in that way. It did set me back in so many ways like that. In terms of, I think, yes, we do underestimate managers as bookers.
Yeah.
As our bookers sometimes. So for me to sit here and say that I don't think he had any influence on that would be a lie. I think he very much. I think the two of us worked really well together.
Yeah.
You say that he was a go-getter. Actually, maybe because I mean, just between the two of us, maybe because I was so driven and so thirsty. Also helped, yes, because he was really extremely shy and extremely conservative. But he understood the entertainment industry so much. I'm the one that approached him, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I said, I need a manager. Before managers meant anything, became. I just knew that there is a formula that we have to follow. And it took 7 months to convince him. So, look, we had a great chapter. I'm so honored that I was part of his life and his family's life, because when a person is managing your career, they're managing you. So he knew everything.
Even your secrets.
Do you think, because he was supposed to like when making Flazer, he had a shop or
yes,
music.
Yes.
Do you think also that helped you in terms of sales, selling music?
Let's really dissect it a little bit more. At that point in time, online music was shooting up and CDs were declining already anyway. But you see, jazz enthusiasts are collectors by nature. So CDs won't die. The vinyl record is back. Now everybody's releasing on vinyl. It won't go away. It's just that now the way in which we consume music, because of accessibility, which I think is beautiful, perhaps makes us doubt a little bit. So I don't believe the business was making that much money. However, it was a good meeting point also for all of us who are, especially those of us that do live music. It was important. To say that you've been published, Clara. Clara, super record.
Put some respect on my name. Okay. No, this is interesting. Let's talk about, you, like Kantel Hajiro introducer. You hit hard. You always tell the truth. You don't simula potologa. SHANTI LO, I want you to come through to the podcast. Hey, okay, no, I'll get back to you. Okay, no, fine, sharp, just like that. And now you are here. You are part of, my star. And you are the judge. And tell me the journey about that, you and my star.
I was very excited to be approached. I knew that it would look really nice on my profile, and it was good for my brand. And it was also, it would mark one of the ways that I'm able to give back without necessarily having to get money out of my pocket. Because that's always short-lived, right? So a person in my shoes would want to invest in the music industry by trading and capacitating in any other way. So I was very excited to be part of the panel. And I think, because I was one of the 3 judges, I think we had a good time. We had a good time. That reminds me, I should check up on my people, my old people. But we had a good time. Of course, there was also the downside to it.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors, there was a lot of stuff happening that, according to me, or as far as I'm concerned, should not have been a bother. Should not have been elevated to the degree that it was elevated. Mo e leng gore go heletse go tlhakatlhakanya dilo. Kana se se salang re tsantse re gakologo gore talent shows like those ones, tota it's about bana ba baho.
Yes.
Gore ba godisa yang. Na ko tsimologong hela, I was always adamant gore I want to produce a young artist we leng gore o tsile go kgona go compete mo music industry le rona hela sentle. So se ne ke sa iletsa thata during the time was also to have like coaching programs. And those are some of the ideas that I would pitch. But you know, you work in a crew. You might be the driver of the show, your podcast, but you do work in a crew, and it's important also to take counsel, I get, and advice from other people. So I guess the powers that be, you know, were at liberty. They had the prerogative to take or to reject. But I'm proud of my one season. I think it was season 8. And I know I did my best. And I know that I was as professional as I should have been. As I should have been. And that's the most important thing as well.
You know, the reason why I did ask you this is because, you know, my Star is a big brand. It did help, you know, a lot of artists, Baduleko, and they're still here now. Big names, my Star. We have Bonebo, Boamantla Brown, just to mention a few. Huh?
They didn't win.
High skill now win. High skill now win. We have Batuabat on my Star right now, by the big brands, because of you guys. By you were helping these young kids to make it out there. And Boamantla Brown, Sharon, Mutsafere, just a whole lot you get. And now we have the issues now, you know, these young kids, you know, stories still on social media. You, as you know, one of the judges, it's a season 18 and now SHANTI LO, what can you say? We see stories on Facebook, on social media. What can you say about that?
Okay, that's a mouthful. But let's get a few facts straight. To be perfectly clear, I was not on the season that picked Bo Amandle. She was already a buzzing star at the time. So it was before me. I was the group yabo. Yes, and Akirora Obaking and Peter. Okay. Sabubedi, I also need to clarify that as a judge, I was merely a cast member. I think you could put it like that. I wasn't a permanent and important cast member in the sense that I was 1/3 of the decision-making process, right? So I was the talent, in other words. So where am I going with this? I'm trying to let you know, I didn't take part at all as a judge in what management did or production did. Maybe I could have one or two things to say about production, you know, because I'm a creative. Why wouldn't I? But in terms of the real decision making, I was not a part of it. And then let me also qualify that not during my time or my tenure in my star, every promise was fulfilled. In fact, banabane ba iswa dikolong. I think there are a few like Bo Kennedy Thal that can attest to that.
Yeah.
If do we not run it go top eventually, I think top 3. And I think that is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because not only does a music program at a renowned university some of your results. Talent.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Hey,
merits over academics. If my star afforded you that opportunity, then they were doing a good thing.
Yeah.
Janong, this is where I now go back to what I said earlier to say. No toka mentorship programming yana gape. No toka coaching. Gore yanong go siame re go isa sekolong o heditse ko sekolong. Ha o boa yanong re go tlogela o tsena mo industry. Because let me tell you something. Talent cannot be babied all the way.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to win them off. Babone the roughness ya industry. Babone goro go a berekwa. Bone ebile ba botoka ka gore ba provide lo ka opportunity ya go dira di album ba in good studios in London, working with, having access to people like me. You know, who had it hard starting in the industry. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but bana ba tshwanetse ba itse le bone. So, as for the contestants or winners not getting prizes right now, I'm not aware. Me seeing the economic climate ya Botswana right now, I wouldn't be surprised. I am very sure that some sponsors pull up. Yes. You know, I mean, not to name names, but we have been going through a number of events that are annual. As you know, the cycle, the events in a year's calendar. And I don't think Zangwa did really all that well. Just, you know,
True.
To be honest with you. So everybody is feeling it in some way or the other. But mehela gone kayo ya di prize, I'm not really aware.
Yeah.
Tota that being said, let me also say I really like to keep to myself and concentrate on what I do.
Yeah.
And find ways that I can improve myself and on how to do it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time I'm left behind. I never really know. Yeah.
Okay. You know, you have lost somebody who was close to you, and Lena Atwa my style, one of the big brands or names of this industry, Sharon. Tell me about you and Sharon, your relationship. How did you guys meet up? And yeah, because I've seen a post or a you know, I've seen that you guys were close.
Well, maybe close isn't the right word in this instance. First of all, as a talent, I really, really thought she was great. She had a unique voice and a unique approach to singing, and she also had that drive, that thick skin that you need to survive in this industry. But in the same breath, I'll tell you that, you know, even the strongest will suffer. Even I have suffered. So she was a little sister to me. She was a younger sister with a massive talent.
Massive.
Yeah, that was bigger than everybody. Actually, having said that, talent surpasses all of us. We are nothing. It's the talent that's bigger than us.
Yeah.
So I knew her greatness from that perspective alone.
Yeah.
I can confidently tell you that she was it.
She was a superstar.
She was a superstar. Unfortunately, this country,
Aish.
idingalo, e batla onale, e batla o itse go i-conditiona tlhaloganyo. E batla o itse go i-prepare internally. Do you understand? E batla o itse go i-grounder and, you know, sieve out all the bullshit around you. Because tell you what, this economic challenge that we're having, there have been a few others before.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. If you've been around long enough in the industry, you'll know that it will clear off as long as you remain strong. So I'm very sad, not just that Sharon left us, but we had another great artist. Do you understand?
Yeah.
In ATI.
Yeah.
That also we lost. Now, we don't want to say much about what happened, but at the end of the day, and I can also just put it out there, but so, you know, strength, strong. You need family, you need a good friend, and you need prayer, most importantly.
Yeah.
You need to know your God, because you are gonna.
Well,
when you equate everything that is physical, that in the physical realm, to you know yourself, and okay, nanga kona, kananga dira, kilinosi, then you are lying to yourself. You need spiritual fulfillment. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah.
You need spiritual fulfillment. And I'm not in any way even suggesting that rotle re itse modimo in our different capacities. Ga ke re ke hela go leka to make sense of dilo tse di diragetseng. Tse di diragetseng ngwa gae di ne di se monate. And the plight of the artist in this country remains to be a huge challenge. In fact, the more economically challenged I see us becoming, the further back we seem to be put or placed. So that is very worrying, because in any civilized society, politics always goes alongside the arts, and one can influence the other.
Yeah, facts. True. True.
So I don't know if we are leaving the arts behind. I don't know.
They are leaving the arts behind.
But I can tell you that this is a time that our strength and our tenacity as artists is tried and challenged. And if you don't have a thick skin, you're gonna die. And I did not mean it in that way. I just mean that
I get you.
You're gonna fall back. You understand? Yeah.
And helaga buore politics, and you know, us as creatives, gantsi kwang ha di tlhopho di tsamaela go tsena ke gona ha re itumela nre ja teng, because ra itse gore
that's when they remember us.
That's when they remember us. But it's SHANTI LO is influential, Flazer is influential, ATI is influential, Semamang is influential. You get, cause by it's if I take Semamang, I know what I'm going to get. The fans are SHANTI LO, they will come, because by it's SHANTI LO.
And to speak to that, we all heard the speech here, the chairperson of the Copyright Society of Botswana, Mebakalanga Malikong, somebody actually tried to shut her down, like in the nerve of our surroundings sometimes. But look, work is work at the end of the day. We have every right as the proprietors and drivers of our brands and our talent to say no where we don't feel comfortable. Okay? We reserve that right. But work is work. And how climate then you can't be that picky about tiro. Now, gore go benefit among more at the time, ga ke itse. Nna mme se ke se dumelang ke se. I want to get paid when I work. I want my effort, my talent, and my hard work to be rewarded financially. Gore madi a tswa kae ga se bothata bo ame. Hala ha event eo e sa mphatlhe ka tsela epe, I will do it and I want to get paid. That's it.
Nice.
I hope maybe without answering your question, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. I want you to give just a minute advice to the creatives, whether old, upcoming, or Shanti Lo have lost a lot of creatives mo Botswana, and ga ke bone ntse re e gola gape re na re complain ntse re na le mathata a mantsi, economy rile, we've lost bo Sharon, bo ATI, bo Reaction, bo Jeff Matata, we've lost bo
all in 1 year,
bo just a whole lot gore e gona re hela ha o ntse hela e be ke kgaoga phelo ke re industry ya rena e batho ba tsamaya ka bonya ka bonya tota le nna tota wa ke le bogela modimo gore santse e be ke le ha mme but hey ra tsamaya. So just 60 seconds, just give advice or say something to the creatives gore bathong ke le Shanti Lo, give advice to these.
All I can say is bagaetsho, please stay true to yourselves. First and foremost, create works that you yourself believe in. Don't be persuaded or dissuaded by trends. Yes, we are different in this industry.
Yeah.
There are people who rightfully follow trends. That is what they do. That is where they cash. That is fine. But even then, remain true to yourself in your business dealings. When somebody, artists are people who are very sensitive. When your mind or your heart doesn't agree, there are people around us that tiro ya bone is to see our downfall.
Facts.
Stay away from those people. Mongwe le mongwe o dirilwe ka segakolodi. When that speaks to you, your conscience, your gut feeling, listen to it. That's all I can say. And let's get those profiles ready.
Yeah.
Update your profile. Let's do those PR shoots, and let's insist on contracts.
Yeah.
Can I speak to the lawyers too?
Yeah.
Yes. We don't nearly have enough lawyers who do entertainment law.
Yeah.
Start with a few. Do pro bono, guys, for a few. See how that goes. You'd be very proud to see your product doing really well out there, as I take your advantage of out there. And I think this mentality, especially some people in the corporate world, they're doing artists a favor by booking them. It has to stop.
Yeah, true.
Hey.
True.
It has to stop. Everybody is there. Their merit. You understand?
Yeah.
You are here right now doing this because you are good at what you do. I'm good at what I do. Let people who are good at what they do get rewarded for it. Stop looking down at creatives, especially musicians. Yeah.
Okay. Shanti Lo,
Ra?
do you see yourself getting married?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
A male or a female?
I think there's no question about that.
Thank you. Okay.
But everybody wants
To get married.
no, not to get married, but to have a companion, a life companion. Quite frankly,
Are you single?
the institution itself. Yes, right now I'm single. Quite frankly, the institution itself, much as I love it, isn't necessarily my goal. But my goal is to be partnered and content and maybe even raise a family, because I'll never raise a family on my own.
Yeah.
I could, if I had the money to do so.
Yeah.
I could become a single parent. Yeah. But yeah, you asked about marriage, but yeah, I think yes.
Yeah.
I think yeah, I mean, why not? But
Kids?
you know, children, yes. Actually, this year I've been brooding quite a lot, and I think it's my time to maybe have a baby. I just think so. It doesn't mean I'm gonna have a baby,
Yeah.
but I think that the idea of it appeals to me.
To
But
have
you
a
know,
baby.
having a child is a lifetime commitment.
Yeah.
I
No,
need to
facts.
have fulfilled a few things and ticked all the
boxes,
boxes.
yeah.
And quite frankly, where I am right now, I feel that I still have so much to do.
But don't forget that you're getting old also.
Yeah, well, I'm not much concerned about that because, I mean, Tina Turner started her career at 40,
Yeah.
her solo career. Ralebo Rejo, wa ba e leng gore le ene o simolotse late in life professionally. Le bo Rem Tukuzi, even though he started much earlier actually, before we knew him. So yeah, so it's not a thing in the arts. It's not a thing. How on retirement?
How you'd want to have kids, or how? Elo ena mo dirileng, or adoption,
No, I don't know. Whatever
or
options.
whatever. Se se tsile.
Look, whatever options will be available for me at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any last words, guys?
I want to ask
Yeah.
Shanti Lo,
Yeah.
the industry now,
Yeah.
compared to the whole. There are two questions here. In terms of payment. How's payment then? If you know, maybe before then, payment was good.
Yeah, I think say BOZA le kang go se bua ke gore you've been in this industry, like you've been saying, for 25 years now, and you've performed everywhere, almost everywhere. BW, Europe, South Africa, you know, just so sale kang go se bua ke gore industry back then le now, what's the difference between nako tsele le gona in terms of ka madi di payment go ntse jang, cause malatsing a gona le gantsa bo dintshu ke go bukela dintshu di batho ba neelwa ma 500 pula ma 1.5, you know, things like that. So wena, what's your experience with gantsa di payment
Okay.
back then and now?
BOZA is very right. Yes, go di payment ne di le botoka be ya nong go decline and gone yana go maswe
tlhakatlhakane.
go tlhakatlhakane, such that you cannot even distinguish between an established artist and an upcoming.
Yeah.
Ke goreng somebody sitting in the marketing office at a corporation doesn't even know the difference, and that is just not only pathetic but sad. But before all of that, let me start it from back then. No go sena madi. we were happy to give quality music, quality performances. Re sa kgatale thata ka madi. Madi ne ntse ra tlhoka. Mme ne re sa eteletsa pele. Ne re eteleditse pele passion le craft. Somebody who's a Gen Z or whatever listening right now will say, well, that's why you guys that's
wild.
that's why you guys are here. Okay, fine. There's still we can converse about that another day.
Yeah.
But the core things are the core things. Are you doing quality stuff first of all? And are you working hard at your craft? ABC and you want to be rewarded for it, because that's a very, very, very big problem. But going back to his question, before that, I still remember as a backing vocalist, because I started as a backing vocalist for my mom, for a number of artists. I distinctly remember nakong wiki Riduela 50 pula after a show did not do well.
And when was this?
This was probably mid to late 90s.
Like $50 was a lot, huh?
I think so at the time, but even then it was just a bus fare really at the end of the day. And then it progressed when we had a woke moment ka the arts mo Botswana. Then a lot of corporations and a lot of government departments wanted to really support
the creatives.
The creatives. But I cannot help, I don't like being political, but I cannot help but point out that if we look at the timeline simply, re tla kgona go bona whose administration it was at the time. And I'm not gauging them against one another, but in terms of the arts, we know under former President Lieutenant General the arts really soared.
Big time.
Yes.
Big time.
There was a lot more awareness. We started getting the now National Arts Festival, the President's competition, which by the way we just now need to just grow and elevate to another level. Okay, because I also have a problem with repetitive stuff, doing the same thing every year. How do we capacitate that winner? Unexportable. I get it. Okay, that's another topic as well. But since then, the fees and it's getting harder and harder for a person with my resume, with my profile, to justify my charge and be dismissed because I demand a certain charge. And not only is that a drawback, it's on so many levels we have regressed. So BOZA is right. Yes, like everybody else, we have to adapt to the economy and to the current. That is why decide hustle for us really important. But an artist of my caliber should not be going back and forth about that. It's either you give me the job or you don't.
Simple as that.
I'm happy for it to go to another person who's just as capable. But don't make me feel like crap for something that I already know that I'm good at.
Yeah.
Okay? In my 25 years in this industry, I've never missed a show.
Wow.
I've never had a non-appearance. Okay. So
professionalism, I loved it.
So please, anybody, again, if we were to speak to the artist, anybody who makes you feel like that in these offices, there are means and ways now of being heard. I don't know how many times I've been insulted and you know, somebody going out of their way to really belittle me and put me down.
Yeah.
But Motswana, kididimale. Baba tsonko tlase ga bana go didimala. I will encourage them for where I'm standing. I will encourage them to always be civil, cordial, bale maitse blah 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 blah. You know the whole drill.
Yeah.
But
True.
ga rena go itse gore bona ba tla reacta jang. Then the a lot more uninhabited than we ever were. So, yes, there is the issue of payment, but the most important issue mo kangeng di payment also, if you need clients to commit, ke contracting.
Facts.
And we need somebody to lead that. If government departments, as one of the core employers and consumers, some music and live performances or performances in general, then they should be at liberty go signa di kontraka le rona hela jaaka e re di artists di tswa kontle bo ba signa le bone ba ibile ba dira sengwe le sengwe
in advance
ka gore bone kana ga ke ba emelela
go sena sepela
go sena sepe se ba sa duelwa in full. Let's not even go around it. Ba sa duelwa in full. So these are the payments is just one of them. It's top of the list because how else do we sustain ourselves? I get and all of these things we can consolidate in a contract. Impossible. Promoters to just pass you by just because one you have a manager or two you have a contract. Because that's about commitment. Much as hela go mbinda gore ke go performa ke appear lena somewhere it's a give and take contract ka tsone tso re nne jana
because ha ke sa tsamaye gona go ntekisa because we signed
exactly
so are sign le nna ke te go
exactly recently there's a clause that recently I've had to really insist on ile gore I was given a draft contract by a client and there is this clause here, you know, it is called the force majeure clause. In the event that ABC happens that is beyond your control, or sometimes we say, acts of God, what do we do? Those things should cover you. You should be covered in the contract. So where now people are going to be demanding money from you because they've paid you a deposit, when I'm maybe kana
accident
kana o nile le kotsi ya koloi kontraka e thusa go sidila dilo tso tsotlhe wa bona. So as lady artists, let's sensitize ourselves a bit more. Let's on it royalty le copyright law are itseng. I was with an officer from Cosbots a few weeks ago. Ke mo gakolla gore Ariska yare in our plight to make things better for the artists and creatives in general. Riska ra lebala gore re tshwanetse gore re rute batho ka one melao e ba sireletsa. Okay. That's it.
No, Flazer, I'll be up on my game, the other one.
Yeah.
Shanti Lo has been in music for 25 years now. You're gonna see a Shanti Lo one show, hello one more thing, and then I think she's planning an anniversary. Can you elaborate on that as well?
Yeah.
We have Flazer.
So, se BOZA si buang ke gore one, do we ever see one show ya gago? Hela la ka re bona these big artists ba dira re khona go bona ATI na dirile re ne re bona Franco a dirile, we've seen Castellana dirile, we've seen Via dirile. So do we ever see cause ibile kana yen ke nga gora ke reng ke music we leng gore like one of hip hop and libo ya obo kwasa I've never seen walona do jazz soulful, you know, afro.
First of all, that I mean, as you rightly pointed out, I'm still young.
Yeah.
43, but I have been doing this for 25 years professionally, and it is a huge milestone.
Yeah.
I mean, so I would want to celebrate it, and I will celebrate it in style. That's what I can.
50
Yeah, years late, many years after that. Okay, but yes, I really have to do that in style.
Yeah.
And not only that, but to share with people who have been supporting me dingwaga tse tsotlhe gore bonang support ya lona ke ye ke kgonne go dira se ke hitlheletsega. Ideally we all want to have achieved much greater things. Me gana re hiwa ga re hiwe ka go lekalekana.
Facts, true.
And ha gongwe ga re ithute ka go tshwana ga re grasp ka go tshwana ke mme se leng teng re tshwanetse re leboge have gratitude for what we have.
Yeah.
So it will be very, very important for me to share with my fans and my audience my journey over the past 25 years, and I am looking forward to that. And you have a seat there. Actually, you can bring the whole crew. You
Definitely.
Go and set up there and
Definitely.
do a special.
Definitely.
When that time comes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
One call away, I love
Yes.
Just
come through.
One show, yami, come through, guys.
Because check this out, and this is where also collaborations come in. You are doing your podcast, but through your podcast, people get mileage as well. So it's a give situation, and I love collaborations.
Yeah.
Final question, what does Shanti Lo want to be remembered as?
I guess I get into me. You
know what?
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about it. Like I said, I have a lot of things to do, a lot of loose strings to tie.
Yeah.
Then I can start thinking about how I want to be remembered. Right now, in the interim, we can say I'm a hard worker. I'm not a crybaby.
Yeah.
Even though I can be in my private
room.
Well, I sleep in one. I mean, who doesn't? But I'm not a crybaby, and I work hard, and I'm thorough, and I'm always keen to learn, and I'm a perfectionist, and I will give you 150%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I take a lot of pride in my work ethic.
Yeah.
And I think I try to emulate a lot of people who have really made it, not just in the music industry, but I try and emulate people who have made it as much as I can.
Yeah. Before we close it down, what has fame taught you?
Humility. Yeah.
Humility.
Yeah, more than anything else. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we always think about getting to the top, but we never think about that decline that you spoke to. My manager, or anything else. You know, life throws us a lot of bumps along the way. So I think humility is and it also strengthened my faith in God, because really, when you really come to think of it, if I did not have that strong belief in God, if you really think about it, where would I be?
Yeah.
You are able to call me now. I'm not dead. I can hibernate for. I mean, we just discussed that retirement age in music.
Yeah, no, never.
I can hibernate for 5 years, 2 years, I'm not until God decides that kampo le ntse la me le tsamaya. Trust you me, it's one of the assets ke itlhokomela ntata apart from my body and my skin. But tell you what, as long as the voice is still there, yeah. So please quit asking me I can, not you, but some people out there. Are you still singing? Of course I'm still singing. I was doing it since I was in my diapers.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course I'm still singing.
Bottom.
No, that's a very personal question. And shame on you for that. Shame on you. Getting into people's bedrooms.
Fashion or music?
Both.
How do you compliment it?
You know what? Quite frankly, it's interesting that he should ask me that about. I right now I can't choose, and I will also point out that just from our conversation alone, we've had it really rough in the industry this year.
Yeah.
If I did not have my fashion, where would I be? I marvel at how I keep improving all the time, though. When I do work, please check out my page.
Yeah.
On social media.
Yeah, fashion or the SHANTI LO page.
Yeah, fashion. If you do the Sara.
Sara.
As in Mosara Sara.
Oh yeah.
As in Sarah, the lady. Mosara Sara and Sara. So just check it out and give me a call if you want.
What the fashion show?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're working. God willing, dilo tsotlhe di tla diragala, di fashion show di tla diragala. Ga go ka ke ga senyegela ruri a kere.
I never.
Tota gape ga go a senyega. Opportunities are just fewer. But di tla boa gape di oketsega. There's these things are seasons. And also to my credit, tota when I was full-time more musicking, it was taking so much of my time that and a lot of the time I would just clash, with my appointments with clients, and then maybe having to do an interview or a show. So I think getting older also helps. Yeah. I'm older.
Older and wisdom.
Any last words to your fans, to the classic viewers? What can we expect and the next
guys,
time?
just watch this space. My 25th anniversary is coming up soon, at a date to be announced, and this is where we'll see showcasing of the brand in all its forms, and that's all I can say for now. Okay, it's about Flazer, the motherfucking DJ, the only DJ who can fucking rap. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, you share, you like, leave a comment. And by the way, the 28, the 29, the 30, but the 27, 28, 29, the 30, November, this month, Keronabao, Serowe, Bridgeway, the 27, Raheta Onoho, Bridgeway, the 27, the 28, 29, the 30 will be Ko Maung. The details will come through. Go check the page. Check out on the line. It's a heavy lineup, heavy interviews, dope fun. So make sure what's on my page in Classic Podcast for more details. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Guys, let's call our Roman. Hare Maungel. Ratora Bojana Wotley. Pikwe, Joaning, Serowe, Hanti. Mankodi, Zimbabwe. If you build it, they will come.
This is a classic. 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 This is a classic.